The time to watch all these. Look, there you go. Let me turn my music off. So, we're rolling. So, Aurora, why don't you start? You can present your thoughts.
Okay, I have two thoughts. I think that it's important that the government invest money in renewable energies like hydrogen energy. I think that hydrogen could be the combustible of the
Energy.
energy of the future. For example, for the cars.
Interesting. Okay. Keep going.
Because it is a source that can finish, but I know that it's too difficult produce it. Because of that, it's important that the government realize that how important is it and invested the money. Because now, I think that now there are small plants that produce hydrogen, but it's important to industrialize in a large scale that plants or those plants.
Very good.
And another topic in which it's important to invest money is the conversion of dioxide of carbon in another reactants, like for example acetone, because a lot of industrial processes produce a dioxide of carbon.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Good.
Like okay, that is a not deseado, not.
How do we say this? Unwanted.
Unwanted reactant. So if these factories had a plant that convert this carbon dioxide in another thing, it's possible to reduce the harmful
effects.
Yes.
Very good. You know a lot about this. Like, wind and solar, but very good. Cool. Anything else or?
No.
Nice, very good job. Comments, you guys? So, Intza, you go first. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I think that it's important to invest in sustainability because the climate change is happening, and if we don't do nothing, this is going to be worse. And to that, it's necessary that the government invest because only the companies can change this. But also it's important that not only one government invest in sustainability, because I don't know, for example, if Spanish government invest a lot in sustainability, but then the other countries didn't do nothing, we are going to
Continue.
So.
I agree with both of you, and I think that, as Aurora has said, hydrogen, green hydrogen is the future, but we need also a lot of renewable energy supplies for producing that energy to make the hydrogen. So I think that it needs a lot of public and private inversion, but I also think that it could be a good way for transition from that energy to that energy, the methanol. That methanol can be produced with well, I think, with the dioxide carbon of other plants and from the own industry and transform that to methanol, that is a combustible,
Energy.
an energy that can be used, for example, for ships, for transport ships, and that kind of transport.
Yeah.
Yes, for transportation, and this could be a good transition to the goal that would be the green hydrogen, the hydrogen. That would be the best thing. Yes.
Pause for a second. I told you wrong. Combustible would be better said fuel.
Fuel.
Fuel. Good. Fuel.
Okay.
Nice. It could be energy in this context, but normally if we're talking about like in general car, like combustible for cars, fuel.
Okay.
Gas. Nice. My question about this is what do people think about hydrogen here? Because in the United States it's kind of taboo still. It's kind of taboo.
Taboo.
It's like where it's people think that it has a lot of potential, but also because of the past with like obviously bombs and crazy things, people are a bit scared of it.
I think that here, no, but
Yes.
Yeah. Like I know in France they have 7 or 8 different hydrogen plants, right?
yes.
So
But well, it's true that it's very explosive,
Yes.
and you need a lot of energy to compress
compress.
that,
Good.
and
Yeah.
it's difficult to transport.
Yeah. So you could say it's very unstable.
Yes, very
Okay.
unstable.
And maybe also because it's something like new and that people don't know a lot of this, and maybe because of that it's like
Yeah, a bit taboo
maybe,
or
yes, I don't know.
very good. Yeah,
Another thing that I'm investigating is about the nuclear fusion.
but nuclear fission or
Fusion.
fusion? Okay,
Yes.
because I'm always confused which is which. There's
Yes.
nuclear fusion and fission.
Yes.
Okay.
Fission is the classical one,
Ah.
and fusion is what happens in the sun. That I think, but maybe you know better, that they fusion hydrogen to produce helium,
Okay.
and that
Helium.
helium,
Good.
and
Strong.
that reaction, as you don't use radioactive
Materials.
yes, it's much more
Stable.
stable.
Very good. That's really interesting.
Yes.
Man, you know, I studied sustainability in college. This was like my degree was sustainability, and you guys are already teaching me so much more. Very cool. Nice job. Okay, so any other comments about Aurora's presentation? Very good job. Nice. Other. Bam, bam, bam.
I have to start now.
Your turn.
Okay, so my plan for the ecological transition will be separating 2 fields. The one are the 3 R's that are reduce, recycle, and reduce, recycle. And for that, I will. The government should make some laws to the companies for reducing packagings and simplifies all the packagings of the things to make the habitats easier, the recycle the recycle procedure, and then to educate people to reduce the consumption of materials.
Nice.
And then the other field will be the same as Aurora's plan, but so I will propose more the same, like first of all make a very big industry and supplies of energy with solar panels, offshore windmills,
Yeah.
And that to provide energy, to produce methanol and green hydrogen to supply cars, homes, and the industry. And that would be my plan.
Very good.
Easy to plan, but difficult to
I was just thinking, man, this topic is very complicated. Nice job. Let's see. Okay. Aurora.
Yes, I like the part in which Ander said that it's important to educate people and companies also, because I think that people don't realize what is the dimension of the problem. So I think that government have to invest money in a course or
public
class,
education.
Yeah, but also for the companies, because I think that the law or put law or a new law is not. Some companies don't. I don't know how to say. Don't do.
They don't follow the law.
Follow them. Okay. Yes.
Or they just don't care. They don't know about it either.
Some people don't say anything. I don't know. Hacer la vista gorda. This expression in English.
Steph, do you know this one? What? Hacer la vista gorda.
When something is wrong because you don't follow the law, but the people that make the law don't say you anything.
They kind of, we would say they let you off the hook. Like you're supposed to do something, you have a hook that holds you, but they let you off. You're free. Yeah? Where they don't hold you accountable. They don't, where you're sorry, you're supposed to be responsible, but they say, it's okay.
Yes.
To let someone off the hook. We can talk about this later. Yeah, this is a good one. Hacer la vista gorda. Oh, very cool.
I don't know this.
I'll write it here. Let you off
Okay.
the hook.
Hook is gancho.
Good, like Captain Hook.
Let you off. Okay, como que te. Okay.
Kind of like you're fishing. You have someone.
Okay.
But you're free.
Okay.
Very good. Any comments, Intza?
And I think the same. I think that we speak a lot about sustainability, and the people say that it's very important this, but then we didn't do nothing. And I think that education is important. We have to change our mind, but this we have to start, and we are little.
I agree. Very good. Okay. Any other comments about this? No?
No.
Good job. Okay, Intza, your turn.
Basically, it's the same. I divide in two sides. I think that governments and big companies have to invest more in sustainability, in renewable energies, but also I think that it's important the personal things and personal change, like use the public transport, use the car. It's very easy to say the government have to invest, and the big company have to change it, but I think that also we can do something, a little things, but we can do. So that.
Very good. Anything else?
No.
No. What are some examples of things that we can do?
We can recycle.
Recycle, good.
Yes. We can when we go to buy, we can bring the bag from house.
Yeah, reusable bags.
Yes. Or I don't know, or when we can use the public transport. That I'm the first that I use the car, but thing like this.
Nice. Comments?
Yes, and also, bueno, another thing to personal, bueno, yes, take the boat. No, es que I don't remember.
Do you want to switch?
Yes.
Take a minute. Okay. You go first, Aurora.
I'm agree with Intza that a little change or a little I don't know how to say, a little action could lead to big change. And from my point of view, it's more important to reuse than recycle, because I think that nowadays the people, when something is broken, people, me include,
Throw it away. Good.
And it's more important to try to I don't know.
How do we say this?
Repair, okay.
Or fix.
Fix. Okay.
Good.
So
Yeah, I agree.
try to do that, but the consumers, I don't know if it's the word.
Consumption.
Consumption.
Wait, is that right?
Consumption.
Consumption. Yeah.
Consumption. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of out of control, right?
Yes,
it's
yes.
Like in the US we have hyper-consumption. It's crazy. Consumerism, it's crazy.
And another thing that now I remember that they say that it's very important to reduce the meat consumption, and it would be better to eat less meat, and the one that you eat from little farms and
Local
local
farms.
yes. But that is impossible if we eat the so much, the quantity of meat that people eat. So.
The same in the United States. We eat a huge quantity, like per capita, a huge quantity of meat. Too much. So, very good. Any other comments, you guys? No? Okay. I'm going to keep it rolling and we'll talk about something later, but we can review this a bit. So pronunciation, fuel. Renewable. Renewable. Recycle. Consumption.
Consumption.
Good. Industrialize. Government. Nice. Okay, and the rest we'll talk about later.
Okay.
So now we're going to shift gears back to kind of a normal conversation. We were talking about vacations. I don't know. Tell me a story about one time you went on vacation or something with past tense.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to get you practicing past tense. I can go first if you want.
Okay.
One of the places that surprised me the most was Lisbon. I was not expecting it to be so beautiful. I went there, Lisbon. Lisboa. Yeah. Okay. I went there for the first time. I went there for the first time about a year ago and went there with no expectations, and I loved it. Like there's just the energy of the city, and I don't know, it's just so beautiful. And then you have to go up and down all the hills, but but I really liked it. So, past tense, one vacation. Yeah. Who wants to go first? I'll do it.
I go first. Well, a place that it surprised me was Amsterdam. We went on the second year of my degree with my colleagues.
Yeah.
And we went by plane, and then there we stayed in I don't know how to say, like a hostel.
Hostel.
A hostel.
Same.
But it was not a very comfortable.
What happened in the hostel? I want to know the story.
It was a very, very.
Come on, you have to tell us.
Okay, so first of all, in each room there were like 8 beds, and they were tiny rooms, and we had to share the bathroom with the three rooms.
So 24 people sharing one bathroom.
Yes, and and then we thought that we would be all in the same place, all of our colleagues, but we had to share with other people that we didn't know, and so we made like sorteo.
We would say a drawing normally. Drawing.
Okay, so we made a drawing.
We did the drawing.
We did a drawing to decide who stayed each day in that bedroom with the other people, because in that bedroom, because one of that bedroom that we didn't know was like making a lot of noise at the night.
Yeah, I imagine.
And the rooms were also a little bit nasty.
Great
because
word.
they use the same how do you say, manta?
Blanket.
I watched, and I discovered that they didn't change that blanket.
Ew.
And I so and I saw one, how do you say,
Booger.
a booger. So
Nasty.
yes, so it was nasty. So the first day, I slept in some of my scarves, and the next day I bought some sábanas.
I would say sheets.
Sheets for the bed, because it was very nasty.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yes.
Did you talk to the receptionist or something?
No, because I think that in Amsterdam that was like normal.
To not wash the sheets. That's really gross.
It was like the sheets, yes, but the thing that they put
The blanket.
the blanket, no. I think that they didn't clean it, so it was very nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty.
And that part was like so bad that it was funny.
Now it's funny. In the
Yes.
moment, no.
No, in the moment it was like, but as we were a lot of people that we were friends, it was like funny. And then the city, I love it. We rent some bikes and we went around on the city, and I loved it. We tasted some of a pastry of there. They made some biscuits. That was a place where they only sell that biscuits that were like chocolate and white chocolate inside.
Yeah.
And they made like, I don't know, 5,000.
But only this time.
Only in the mornings, and they sold all them. Yes. So we did that. We went to the Museum of Anna Frank. And I loved the city.
Nice job.
Yes.
Intza, you want to go next? Okay.
Maybe something that surprised me, or more than surprised, like chocar.
Shocked me. The same thing.
Yes, this summer when I go on vacation with my family to Tenerife, that the people from there, when they are driving, or they do all with calm. They drive very, very slow. Here you are driving and it's like all the time the cars are adelantando.
Going faster,
Going
or they're
faster.
kind of pushing you.
Yes, and then or when you go to a restaurant, it's like they are with a lot of calm. They give you the food with a lot of calm. It's like they are doing
Everything
yes,
is chill.
very
chill.
yes. Here is like all people is like with prisas, like fast
Hurry.
that
In a hurry.
in
In
a
a
hurry.
hurry.
Everyone is in a hurry or in a rush.
No.
Okay.
And they are very different. yes. I like
Imagine.
it. I like it. But it's like,
Yeah. Island culture, right? In general, people say that in island culture is just more laid back, more chill. Great. Any comments or questions? Okay. Aurora.
When I went in Erasmus, every week we went to a different city or yes, and one week two friends and me and I
There you go. Nice.
were to Stockholm, and my experience was horrible because it's similar because it's a expensive city.
Yeah.
So we booked a hostel, and also in the room had 8 beds more or less. I don't remember. And the hostel were very very strange. The people were strange. And when we were having dinner, policeman arrived to the hall and arrested two guys. Arrested 2 guys because they were arguing or fighting.
Yeah.
Yes. So okay, then 1 hour later, another policeman arrived another time to arrest another guy, but I don't remember why. And finally, we decided to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And we had 2 roommates, and one of these guys had been spent all day sleeping. I don't know why, and the other one, it's horrible. I don't. So when we were sleeping at 4 o'clock, more or less, policeman arrived to our room because our roommate had stolen a lot of mobile phones.
The one who was asleep or the other one?
The other one.
Okay.
And we slept with our things behind us because it was horrible.
Man, crazy experiences, all of you.
Yeah. And the city was okay, but it's extremely cold and I don't like
Not worth
space.
it. Not worth it.
But the hostel, I don't